Like and subscribe! Alright guys, we have a 2006 Chevrolet Cobalt 2.2 liter. Having a P0700 code. It's making the gauges go everywhere, making the transmission shift hard, making it do a bunch of things. I've done this trick. I've checked the connections, made sure there's no oil leaking. I've repaired some wires, all that. I was watching another video. It said to check the other codes that your car is throwing. So the other code that it was throwing is the cooling fan. So this video here is how to replace your cooling fan in a 2006 Chevrolet Cobalt or a Pontiac G5 2.2 liter or the HHR. They have the same motor. Yeah. So I've chased a lot of problems trying to changed a lot of parts trying to chase that one problem. This is the last thing that I've got on the list that I can think of, and it is throwing a code for it. So even if it doesn't fix it, it is something that the car needs. The motor's seized up. If you try to turn it by hand, it won't turn. So step one, guys, get the car up on some ramps, get your emergency brake on, pop the trunk, undo your battery. You always want to undo the battery. It's probably not necessary, but you don't want anything happening. So you don't want to fry your car or anything happening to you. Fry yourself. But excuse me, I just ate lunch. That's rude. But yeah, I'm hoping that this can fix our issue. I just got the part from O'Reilly's. After taxes, it was like $95. I did order one online. It's gonna take till Wednesday to get here. Today's Friday, so another 4 or 5 days. So stay tuned, guys. Alright y'all, just opened it up. The unboxing. It's shrink wrapped like some gas. But that's it. I saw a video where a dude took the front bumper off and pulled the radiator and the fan out from the front. I ain't trying to do all that. Saw another video where a dude took the radiator supports off the bottom. There's 3 size 13 bolts on each radiator support. So it's right here. These 3 and these 3. This is the bottom. Then whoop, you can just slide it right on up in there. So that is the method we are going to try out. I'll get back with you guys. Actually, I ain't going nowhere. Here you go. One, 2, 3. Sorry guys if you can't see, I'm not really paying attention. Trying not to get that dirt in my eye and trying not to get stung by these damn yellow jackets they got me this morning. Got the brackets off. I got to figure out how to unplug this fan. I'm gonna open the new one and look at it. Then I'll get right back with you guys. You will definitely want to support this radiator. It's not the lightest. Alright guys. Alright guys, it was a pain in the butt, but I did get the old plug off the fan. Can't tell if I broke it or if it was already broken. But that's it. Definitely take that off before you take those brackets off. I did it a little backwards, probably been a little easier, and I couldn't see what I was doing, but I got it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get up under here, get that fan out, show y'all what the deal is. Old one, new one. Old one, you can't even spin the blade, it's seized up. New one, obviously not seized. Give me a sec. I'm gonna shimmy this thing back up in there. Let me show you what I'm working with. Just this little space. You push the radiator forward. It's just kind of suspended right now. Slide the fan up in there, shimmy it up in there, and it sits on the front of the radiator. And you just gotta plug that clip back in. I'll probably have to zip tie it. Give me just a sec, guys. Alright, y'all, if y'all look right here, there's a little V slot. There's a tab that sits there. There's a tab that sits in that little slot on both sides. Make sure it's sitting where it's supposed to be. Let me check the other side. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I got my clip back on there, the plug. I don't know if I broke it or if it was broke, but I zip tied it on there, kind of at an angle to keep it on there the best I could. I mean, it was already tight when I put it on there. I don't think it's gonna come off, but while I was doing this, I did find this tan wire right there in the middle of the screen, y'all, and it is cut in half somehow. So I'm dealing with a wiring issue, so I have to fix it. I mean, of course. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, y'all, just put these brackets back up there. They tuck behind here. Bolts go through into the bracket, both sides. Gonna double check, make sure everything's tight. Okay. Now, before we plug the battery back up, we're gonna check the fuses for the fans. There's two of them, a high and low fan. It's the same fan, but there's a fuse for both. We do have some oil leakage going on up under. Manifold gasket needs to be replaced. But we'll pop this open. There's a tab on both sides. Super easy to get into. It's your fuse box. Sometimes the lid don't want to come off. And if I remember correctly, it's these two tins here. I'm about to look it up and double check. I'll get right back with y'all. Yep, I lied, guys. Cooling fan 1 goes here. Cooling fan 2 is here. They're both 30 amp fuses. I'm gonna have to run to the store real quick and grab a couple. The parts store literally around the corner. We'll walk down there, get a little exercise. I did take this out. These two were busted, and the fan was seized. That wire was cut or whatever happened to it. But I'll be right back when I pop these fuses in, see what happens. Guys, cooling fan 1, cooling fan 2, new fuses. Got taxed at the little parts store, but it's better than driving this thing without no cooling fans. Alright, let me check it out. Alright, y'all, I got the battery hooked back up. About to fire it up. Y'all right here seeing what it does with me. You'll see my reaction. Engine light off. Oh, forgot to, one sec. Forgot to put the air filter and stuff back on. Whoop. Alright, guys, now I got the battery plugged back in, got everything put back together. No engine light. Nothing acting crazy yet. That feels great, honestly. Alright y'all, we're going down the highway and so far so good. No engine lights pop back on. About to exit, turn it around, go back to the house, do it a couple more times, and hopefully that fixes the underlying problem of the PO700 wiring issue. If you do have that code, in my case it was the cooling fan was shorted out, there was a wire messed up, and the actual fan was seized up. But get on that YouTube University and look up them videos, y'all. Hopefully you can find one that helps you out if this one doesn't help you out, because I did watch plenty of pointless videos on the subject matter, but they did point me in the right direction and I am thankful for them. So appreciate y'all guys that are out here fixing your problems and putting them online so other people can fix their problems. So yeah, I had the PO700 code, and basically my gauges were going crazy. Shifting was super rough. I had it was a transmission MIL code, so some kind of wiring that had to do with all of that, but it was either the fan that fixed it or that little wire that I showed you that was barely making contact, if any. I don't think it was, maybe part-time. That's why the car was running right part-time. Don't even know what that wire was, but thank you guys for watching. No check engine light. Hopefully the fan's working. I'll know when I get home. All right guys, appreciate y'all.